Hello everybody, and welcome back to Moonlight Castle. We are still trying to round up some friends. I don't know, that dragon from earlier was like, find some people for me. I think I don't remember the name they said. It's been a time, an amount of time. I don't know, man. I don't remember the name of that bear from earlier. It's gonna take me 20 parts to remember everyone's names, okay? Okay, don't at me. It was a small bathroom with a couple of stalls and a window in the back. Blake was exactly where I expected him to be. I watched him take a drag of his cigarette and pushed all the smoke through the open glass. He always had this daydreaming expression on his face as he admired the scenery. As I grew closer to him, his ears flicked. An ear flicked, something like that. Well, look at this doggo. Look at this doggo. Morning, Joel. Not Joel. I keep wanting to say Joel, because that's how my brain works. I'm just like, wouldn't it be funny if his name was Joel? How about Yoel? What are the fancy pronunciations we can come up with? There's a lot of big boys in this game, isn't there? It's gonna be hard to voice these lads. Go man, sorry. You know me, I'm a small boy. I need to adjust my mic real quick. Okay. What gave it away this time? The way you walk is very distinct from the others. It's gentle and quiet. You don't want to be seen or heard. Not enough to evade Clyde. Okay, Mr. Detective. Tell me something else, something less obvious now. I wasn't cheating. We've known each other for a while now. I need more. I waited for him to take another drag and release some more smoke toward the ceiling. His baggy eyes were deceiving. He constantly kept his eyes closed, but he didn't play the role. Only the sky was capable of motivating him into revealing them. You came here with someone else. You'll have to give me a name. You're still here waiting. They're still here waiting for you to return. I can hear them walking outside, pacing back and forth. His face twisted as he came to understand who the mysterious person was. Bad company. Even he's like, Liam? Get him out of here. Was his name Liam? Did I remember that name? Okay. Liam encourages me to smoke just to keep him away. Color me surprised. You got it right again. Anything else worth sharing with me today? He was like a flower standing against the storm. Wary and damaged, yet beautiful all the same. With the youth in his blood, he prevailed. And no plan of Mother Nature would ever kill his resolve. Why you talk like this? Why you pretending like this? Why you doing like pretentious shit? It's fine. I do the same thing. Not actually. I hope I don't. Do I come across like this? I don't think many of you know how I talk in my day-to-day. That's probably a good thing. I blinked, uncertain of what to make of all of the words that he just threw at me. Something that makes sense. He chuckled and turned my way. His eyes closed again after giving me a brief glance. You didn't like my improvised poetry. Clyde recommended some books to me, and I considered making my own. I see. I wasn't going to give an option because I erased the whole thing from my brain. Clyde's got me on a leash today and asked me to bring you back. You basically became his regular. I followed that up with an awkward chuckle. I never agreed to it. I should give Clyde a chance. Oh, you should give Clyde a try. I'm just mixing some words around already. That's fine, guys. That's fine. I'm sure you'd get along with him just fine. I want you to see beyond the authority figure you hate so much. It's not that easy for me to do that. Blake reached the end of his smoke, walked toward the sink, and rinsed his mouth. What about quitting entirely? Isn't that a better alternative? Touché. Your pettiness stays on point. It makes me feel bad. He was only trying to be helpful. I'll give it a shot, okay? I walked out. First Liam was nowhere to be found. Okay. I double-checked to see if he had left, and felt relieved. Wrong. Yeah, I'm still here. I shrieked when Liam appeared from behind the corner. Okay, sir. I overestimated his distaste for cigarettes. That motherfucker tolerated it just to mess with me. My body demanded that hat. My body demanded the hat, okay. But I stood my ground and controlled my urge. He was gloating and proud of his stupid prank. Dropping down the hat would only make me look worse. Fuck you, Liam! I couldn't keep a straight face. My words were wobbly, and I felt my temperature rising. As he snickered in response, I pushed him away, but he bounced back with yet another laugh. Are you mad at me? Why don't you take a wild guess? You know what happens when you shake a bottle of soda? He waited for me to answer an obvious question, but I didn't entertain him. I love the way you randomly erupt. It's like you were begging me for me to do that. He might have been a jerk, but I wasn't innocent either. I just didn't have a better solution. I have to hold everything in. What's going on here? Blake came out of the restroom and gave us a quick look before settling his eyes on Liam. You'd never see him staring that way at another person, especially for someone like Liam. This could quickly escalate if I don't intervene. I had a feeling you were up to no good again. It's not what it looks like. Is that so? I don't need to remind you that you're not a child anymore, and pranks are something kids do. You're an adult now. I don't want anyone else getting hurt again. It was a mistake. Stop. I didn't like confrontations. And the confrontations about me were the ones I hated the most. We just bumped into each other. It was an accident. The wolf crosses his arms and reluctantly relaxes his face. I believe you. I could tell that he knew that what I was trying to do. He just decided not to make a fuss about it. The three of us quietly headed downstairs. Nailed it. Got that word correct. As we approached the first floor, Liam leaned over and whispered to me, "Thanks for earlier." Let's just say I returned the favor. I briefly glance over Blake and notice his ears twitching and leaning toward us. Whispering didn't work the way Liam intended. But you can tell me about those things you brought to school. I was afraid of more evil in his schedule. I wouldn't mind a warning. Thanks for later. No spoilers to you or anybody else. Oh, that's for later, yeah. His expression quickly soured. It was the kind of face you rarely would see on Liam. Is everything all right? He wrapped his arms around his neck and rested his elbow atop my shoulders, trying to downplay it, but I wasn't fooled. Something fishy was definitely going on. No jokes, I promise. I'll share it with you with everyone later, but I'd rather say it once. I just want to know that I've reached my daily Liam dose. I need a rest. I see. A boring school life is required. An introverted mind such as myself deserves some downtime. Clyde. Blake opened the door to the council room. Yes, I forced myself to follow up on my words, and the three of us entered the office. The council president seemed to be in the middle of a work call. As he listened to a student complaining through the speaker, he took a sip of his cup. I am gonna auto-complete that to coffee. Or is he a tea kind of guy? Maybe he's a tea kind of guy.
Can you excuse me for a couple of minutes? I'll call you back the moment I'm done.
I thought I would feel uncomfortable, but Liam looked completely out of his element.
Mr. Kaysen, thank you so much for helping me out. It seems that you've brought Mr. Pratt with you as well, which is a fortunate coincidence.
I think I'll wait outside. Blake casually grabbed Liam's arm to keep him from leaving. Hey, what are you doing? Let me go! The Lynx squirmed around, hoping to wiggle his way out of that tight hold.
I just need a few seconds of your time, Mr. Pratt.
Enough to kill me? The council president might have taken that at face value.
Pardon?
You're garlic to a vampire. Was he supposed to be a vampire? Clyde motioned for an explanation, only for Blake to sigh in response.
Don't give Liam any attention. I would appreciate it if you could set Mr. Pratt free and have them join me for a little chat.
No, thank you.
Is there anything I can do to make it easier on you, Mr. Pratt?
Drop the formalities first. I hate having to listen to you talking from a high horse. Liam cut me off guard with that.
Be more polite, Clyde. I didn't realize that might have been an issue.
It does come across as intimidating at times.
Oh my, is that so? It always felt natural to it.
Felt neutral to it? Not natural.
Neutral to it. It's all about the environment we live in. I might have to ask for more opinions on the matter later. I'll do as you say. Please, I need you to hear me out.
We reluctantly complied and sat at his desk.
Would you like some tea? I recently brewed it myself.
So he is a tea kind of guy. Okay. I don't like tea. Oh, I need to change my one of the windows on screen. Helps me record a bit better. There we go. He was allowed to make himself tea.
And this is yours. I just need your signature.
Nothing to change. That was easier than I remembered. Just say what you have to say. Liam had flipped a switch and lost all of his warmth. The Lynx became impatient, repeatedly tapping the floor with his foot.
A student came to report Mr.
The dragon suddenly stopped, holding himself from falling back into his old habits.
I was told that Liam, yes, was in possession of a dangerous weapon. And that you were threatening your fellow students with it.
I do. I have a knife. What are you going to do about it?
I don't think anyone feels safe knowing this and your history. Why would you carry one in the first place?
It's none of your business.
I understand your position, Liam, but I need you to see mine as well. You can't carry a knife without a reason, especially after revealing it to the whole class. We'll have to confiscate that for security reasons.
I won't give it to you.
That's not a toy, Liam. Next time, keep it in your bag.
Wait. I really don't want to interfere, but I should. At least clear things up for him.
Is something wrong, Joel? We're sorry for making you sit there, sit through this when it's not about you.
Technically, it is about me. I took a deep breath and explained what happened, including my side of the story and all of the things Liam refused to share.
Is that so?
I could feel some skepticism from the wolf.
I see. Your breakdown does shine a better light on the whole accident. It doesn't change the fact that we have to uphold school regulations and take custody over the knife. He is unfortunately correct.
Everyone looked pretty miserable to me, even Clyde himself.
Well, that is That is, if we act by the rules. We shouldn't. I do appreciate Liam's kind gesture, but regardless of the strange method he used, something has to be done. I have a proposition for all of you. It might be worth listening to. What do you say?
Why do I feel like I'm somehow included now? I didn't like where this was going.
Clyde is a well-known workaholic, and I'm not. I was, as a matter of fact, enjoying a nice cup of tea just now. He could use friends to keep him busy, you know. Nothing too complicated. Well, this is in no way an obligation. We can find an alternative, I'm sure. Joel?
Yep, was no way out of this one now. Sure, I'd love that. He was cute without the council president mask on. I can't believe you're giving me homework. Take the knife, you win!
No? What is Liam talking about? There's no need for you to hand it over as long as you don't take it out anymore.
Yeah, but the thing is... Blake quickly interjected and placed himself in front of Liam.
I'm sure he's just a little confused. He did agree with Joel. Oh, my bad. I must have missed that.
You're going to owe me big for this, Blake.
Look at the time. Our lessons are going to start. We should hurry. What about discussing this later? Let's all meet up for lunch. That sounds lovely. Might be a little difficult, though. I'll do what I can.
I couldn't get a word in that Blake immediately pushed us out of the office. Thankfully, I didn't have much to say.
Could I say something before you turn me down?
Blake's tone now perfectly matched the tired look in his display. Liam didn't answer. I could feel his frustration mixed with something else.
Clyde has always struggled to find friends. We know why. I'll give you the freedom to pick when and where just once. Just one time.
You never liked me, and you're asking a favor? That's crazy!
I should remind you that you're doing this to keep your knife. You care about that piece of metal, don't you?
Fine, fine. It's not a terrible compromise. Our interests align. Seems like I won't need to crash your table and invite it anymore. That never stopped you.
I also need to thank you, Joel.
I said I'd try. I wasn't ready to eat those words immediately yet. Blake must have been thinking about this and just needed an excuse to put it into motion. Liam happened to fall in his lap. Blake's such a good puppy, isn't he? He pointed at the wolf with a provocative grin. I'm sure you'd love to hear that coming out of Clyde's mouth. Liam was playing with fire at that moment.
Do you mind leaving us alone, Joel? I need to exchange a few words with him in private.
Blake's expression darkened. I sensed danger. Liam gulped in response and faced me, begging for help. Seems like this is my cue to leave. A shame I wasn't allowed to witness the ending. Didn't like confrontations, but we can have exceptions. Get fucked, Liam. I returned to my classroom and saw Ryan waving at me as I made my way through the crowd. It's the bear, right? It's the bear.
Where have you been?
Akihiko intensifies, right? Where have you been? I've been waiting for this. There was no way for me to provide a simple answer. Recalling what happened was enough to deplete my energy. Clyde Day plus Liam.
You'll have to tell me everything later. I'm here.
Ryan stood up and shouted to someone in the back to us. I didn't like the idea of introducing myself and making small talk, but here I was looking forward to spending some alone time. I expected someone to reply, but nobody did.
No, this way! Don't you see me?
I smiled in response. There was no way his friend wouldn't spot him. You're getting ignored.
Don't say that. He simply didn't hear.
Okay.
Dylan! Look, it's me, Ryan!
What do you guys think? Is it reasonable to accidentally pronounce this as Dylan? Asking for a friend. I would never have misread that name before. There's no proof of that. Shut up. The whole room was staring, expectant. Was staring, except one crocodile in the back. He seemed to be holding himself from turning.
Why did I have to walk into his fucking classroom?
He didn't seem to care that everyone heard him. The crocodile reluctantly made his way to us and seated himself next to the bear. He looked familiar, but I believed we never talked before.
Morning! Oh, I'm so happy to see you here.
I'm not.
That's fine. You don't have to admit it.
Dylan showed Ryan a toothy smile that only seemed to clench harder as the conversation continued. It took one glare to understand that this guy wasn't the patient type.
I'm here for math. Stop talking to me.
He tightened his fist, fiercely gripping onto them before his face relaxed.
Is that so?
His eyes shifted to me, then back to the crocodile. I dreaded what he was about to say next.
My friend Joel is super smart. You have to get his notes.
Dylan took another look at me, and his expression softened up. It was slightly less scary now, but that wasn't the issue.
Ah, you're him.
You didn't have to sound so disappointed.
Oh, I'm sure Joel can explain it better. Explain it to you better than the professor can. I mean, he's the top of his class, right?
He nudges me to respond as if he had done a good job at setting me up. I just turned away from him, ashamed of those labels he had given me. There was a giant weight made of expectations floating above my head. I was completely helpless. Everyone waited for me to fail. You shouldn't compare me to a professor. My notes aren't that good, trust me. I knew that Ryan meant no harm. I knew he didn't understand. I knew he was just trying to be supportive and helpful.
Are you blushing? There's no need to be modest about it.
I'll be the judge. I'll be judging them. I appreciate the way he didn't care about me. It helped me push past my stupid thoughts. My notes aren't easy to follow. Ryan doesn't get them either. And I always end up reading them out loud to him because he can't understand my writing.
I have to keep trying, though. One day, I'll finally be able to understand them.
I almost said Dylan, sorry. Dylan didn't budge and extended his hand forward, demanding my notebook. I had to sit here and wait, only for him to reject me with a slap on the face. There were days not even I could comprehend my handwriting.
I see. I'll be taking this with me. See? Told you!
I didn't know what to say. Do you understand them?
Yeah.
I guess you can keep it. I'll need you to return it tomorrow.
Okay.
I gave myself such a hard time only for him to make me feel normal. I wondered how different the world must be through his eyes. As the professor walked in, I diverted my attention toward him. I could hear Dylan and Ryan talking to each other, but I wasn't paying attention to them. I did notice a slight shift in Ryan's tone that suggested something had bothered him. An hour passed and class went smoothly. I was proud of the easy summary I made. Cool, okay. Then I saw Dylan being pushed toward me. Can I help? I didn't get it. He looked mad. Had I done something wrong? Okay, I'm going to end the part here, everyone. So I do hope you've all enjoyed, and I'll see you guys around.